This podcast is a part of the Rebel Without a Clue media network, featuring That Don't Work For Me Brother, Bullshitting, Slumber Party Massacre Luncheon, Black Manifold Transmissions, Horny Little Book Club, The Open Heart Podcast, Tripped Out and Crazy, Mad Dogs, and The Revolution Will Be Broadcast. You can find all of our podcasts on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. Rebel Without a Clue, Strange Minds, Loud Hearts, no apologies.
You're all invited to the Slumber Party Massacre Luncheon.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Drink some of this, Michael. Be one of us.
Death has come to your little town, Sheriff. You can either ignore it, or you can help me to stop it.
What's up, Ookie Spookies? You're listening to a very special episode of the Slumber Party Massacre Luncheon. We have assembled the review crew, kind of.
-1.
Yeah, I forget Will. I need to take Will off the graphic, huh?
Oh, well, just so everybody know, Will's getting his doctorate, which is very important. So,
Yeah, and he's an assistant principal now, so
yeah, I mean, I got my degree to do it, but
yeah.
I'm not one.
Yeah, he's got shit going on. Anyway, he'll be around.
Yeah.
He'll be around. But today we are going to talk about what I think might be, if not the best full-length debut from a director in horror, certainly my favorite debut.
Fantastic debut.
One of the most exciting debuts in a long time. We're going to talk about Curry Barker's new movie, Obsession.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and say, I told you all about this movie when we did the episode on movies we're looking forward to.
Well, I'll back you up. You told me about Curry Barker 2 years ago, sending me clips of him doing funny shit on the internet.
Yeah, dude, he's hilarious. Him and Cooper Tomlinson, plays his buddy in the movie.
Yeah.
They have a comedy duo called That's a Bad Idea, where they do shorts, and they're freaking hilarious.
And they're both great actors even in those.
Well, and here's their style of comedy is a lot like Tim Robinson. They want to make you feel uncomfortable to the point that it's funny.
Yep.
And Obsession is uncomfortable. And so I think that is a thing that Barker leans into and what he does.
I'm gonna go ahead and give that a big emphatic yes.
Yeah.
I think he goes for making you uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
Even in his comedy, dude.
Yeah.
His comedy, he plays these weird, off-putting characters, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You turned me on to him 2 years ago for comedy, and then you brought up the movie for movies to look out for.
Right. Yeah. He did a bunch of short horror films on YouTube. The first big one was The Chair, which I watched, which is pretty good. You could tell on The Chair that he's got potential. And then he did Milk and Cereal. And Milk and Cereal is what put him on the map. It's a short film, but it's a long short film. It's an hour and 2 minutes. So it's not super short, but it's it's about a birthday prank that they're doing for social media, which is a lot of the stuff that they do on their comedy skit. But in this, he's an actual serial killer. So it's very similar to Creep.
Okay.
And it's creepy, and he plays the killer in it. It's
That's
awesome.
dope.
So if you haven't seen that, dude, you need to get on YouTube and watch it. It's awesome.
I will. I will hit that up immediately because I want to see his progression.
It's insane, and that's where we can kind of fast forward now to we did the episode on movies we're looking forward to in 2026, and I was like, I can't remember what place I put Obsession. I want to say it was like top 2.
For sure.
And I was like, dude, y'all, Curry Barker he's got a debut full length. It's hitting theaters. Like, this is going to be insane.
Yeah.
And then the trailer dropped. One of the best
called.
horror trailers.
Awesome.
Just hooked people. Like, people were pumped about this film. So
Yeah,
it had a budget of $700,000, and I need to see what
He made this movie for less than $1 million.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Um,
He spent it in the right places then.
dude, he made this for $750,000.
Holy
It has
shit.
grossed over $100 million.
Holy shit. See, that's the thing, man. I bet a lot of people took well, that's the thing. There's nobody really in it that you've seen before except for Andy Richter.
Yeah, and he's just such a small role, which I also like. How insane is that? They probably met him doing comedy stuff.
Yeah. I loved that he showed up in this movie.
Because I've seen them they did a skit with Patrick Warburton.
That's dope.
And it wasn't like a professional skit. It was more of like they were all taking turns playing Joe on Family Guy.
Gotcha.
So, it was kind of like they met him and they're like, hey, can we record you real quick? So, but still, like it's pretty awesome.
I wonder if Curry Barker has like a late night writing gig too.
He might
be one of those guys,
Possibly. But
like who am I thinking of? Donald Glover. You know what I mean? Like how he wrote for 30 Rock and fucking when he was like 20.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, Donald Glover's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
he needs to get back into the scene. I feel like he's just like out doing his thing now.
Dude, I think
just chilling.
I think he has smoked himself into a state of just like all he can do is smoke and music. And sometimes it doesn't even end up being the music anymore.
Yeah, I could see that. See that.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and say like this movie, its success has been so big that they have already handed him the keys to the next Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot.
Which is,
and he said, I want to dive into the family dynamics.
Yes, that's the thing is, as soon as you told me he was doing the next Texas Chainsaw, and especially after seeing Obsession, I cannot wait to see the table scene. I can't wait to see what he does with backstory for the family. Like, I can't wait to see what he comes up with.
Yeah, he does have another movie coming out, I think next year, which we can talk about towards the end because I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the same universe as Obsession.
Okay. So I guess let's just say let's get into the plot a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Not too much.
I mean,
but so it's about, well, we're kind of a spoilery podcast anyway.
I feel like if people are listening to an episode on a movie, you got to expect spoiler. It's kind of hard to talk about a movie without, especially for an hour.
Yeah, no doubt. So let's just get into the plot a little bit. Our main character's name is
Bear.
Give me just Bear. Yes, I don't know how I forgot that. And Bear is he's an awkward guy. He's a shy guy. We open the movie with him practicing, basically him confessing his love to what is essentially a coworker and friend named
N. Yeah.
Yeah. named
which played by Cooper Tomlinson, his buddy from That's a Bad Idea.
Yes. Yeah. And so shy guy, lives alone. You don't really know a whole lot about him going into it, but he's awkward as hell, and he's dealing with when is the best time to confess this, because his buddy Ian is like, do not do it during fucking trivia.
Yeah. Don't ruin trivia night.
Yeah. They're all on a trivia team together.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd get that.
Me too, dude. Yeah, don't fuck up trivia night.
Yeah, don't do it after trivia night. Don't do it during.
Mhm.
That's insane. So, yeah, he's
And honestly, like, well, we can talk about it a little bit later, because that's one thing I really love about the movie is how thick they lay on that this is a homie. She is in no way really interested. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and, I'm going to say there are people out there who think she could be, but he doesn't give her. We can get to that once we get to the Willow, but so it's pretty much
he's
four
in
friends.
love with Nikki.
Yeah, he's in love with Nikki. There's 4 friends. It's Bear, Ian, Nikki, and Sarah, and they
Yes.
all work together at Sarah's dad's music shop.
Yep, played by Andy Richter.
Yeah. So I mean, like it starts with him practicing, and it is like a very kind of like. Don't say that to a girl. Like what
Don't
when
do
he was
that.
practicing, it's like, come on, man. That's like
Well,
shit.
it's that thing of, I think, and maybe you have it, but I think a lot of us have made this mistake of when somebody tells you to say what's really in your heart. You know what I mean? But what's really in your heart is going to freak people the fuck out, and you do not say that.
Yeah. You don't put that to words.
No.
And
No.
I think this is something that a lot of teenagers deal with. I think a lot of teenagers get friend zoned at least once.
For sure.
And you kind of got to realize it and be like, yeah, that's right. Like that's how it needs to be.
You've got a call to make, right?
Yeah, you do. You got to figure it out quick, or
You've
you're
got
gonna
to figure out real quick, can I truly have a platonic relationship with this female person without letting feelings get weird?
Yeah, for sure.
Or walk away.
Yeah, distance yourself.
Walk away.
But this is also the common tell of you either need to grow some balls and just say it.
Yeah.
And I think the best way to say it is to just say it. You don't have to do the corny 5-minute speech. Like, just say it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But
yeah. And there's 1,000 ways to say it. And there's, I think the point we're getting at is he picked all the wrong ways.
Yeah. For sure. And so he ends up driving her home from trivia night. And that's when he's going to do it.
Oh,
yeah, we need to back up.
Yeah, we forgot.
Then
Okay, so he's
before he goes home from work before trivia night, and his
cat.
This is something already that you're like, okay, you left pills out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you have problems.
Yes.
And your cat OD'd on him.
Yeah, he gets home to find his cat dead in the floor. The cat got into the pills. That's the other thing, too, is there was a bunch of open cans of cat food. Like,
I don't think he's as stable as as they. I think they want you to perceive him as a stable person, but I think there's hints around that he's got some issues potentially.
He does. And so he gets home, the cat's dead. He's not feeling like going to trivia. Well, who calls? Nikki calls. Nikki's, you got to come out. I've got something I need to tell you. He says, can you just tell me now? She drops the news that she is putting in her 2 weeks at work.
Yeah, not the news he wanted or he was expecting,
Yeah.
hoping.
Yeah. So he decides to go out. She also mentions that she lost her necklace.
Yeah, so she lost a necklace, and he thinks, okay, I'm gonna tell her tonight,
Mm-hmm.
despite what my buddy says, and then I'm gonna swing in this little, kind of like an antique shop, and
Yeah, it's like a romancing the stone or something.
yeah, and buy her a necklace, and that is where he finds the One Wish Willow,
Yeah.
and he buys one, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I saw this opening weekend. He bought that for her, correct?
He ends up buying it for her. Yeah, because he even tells her that I got you something.
Yeah, because he ended up not getting a necklace because he didn't like any of them. Anyway, so they go to trivia night, and
I am gonna say there is one part where he's interacting with the woman that works at the store, and she's funny. She is funny in this movie, and it's real subtle, and it's awesome. But she says she shows him where the necklaces are, and gives him a spiel on this one and that one and the other one, and then she's like, "And if there's anything else I can do for you, be sure to let me know." You know what I mean? And while she's walking off, Amber leaned over to me and goes, "Wow, well, bitch, I'm gonna need you to ring up this necklace." Like, you know the next step. Like, what the fuck? But I loved the packaging for the One Wish Willow.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
It was real cool, dude. It was like triangle shaped, like an old school like Chinese finger trap box, you know?
And it has a warning label on it.
Yes, it does. So he buys this One Wish Willow. I think the lady that he buys it from even warns him that like people come in complaining about him.
Yeah, no, yeah, she does. She gives him a warning. And, you know, it's kind of one of those things like you need to be like, hey, this thing's real.
Mm-hmm.
You might not
it comes
believe
across
me.
like she's fucking with him.
Right.
So they go to trivia. Shit is weird at trivia. He ends up driving her home. Driving Nikki home. They get to Nikki's house. And there's a weird interaction where he's just like on the brink of telling her. You know what I mean? Has the opportunity. She gets out of the car, comes back, and straight up asks, like, "Do you like me?"
Yeah, she is catching the awkward vibes.
Yes.
And she is finally like, hey, like, you need to tell me now, or do you like me? And he's like, he chokes, yeah. And he like
chokes,
laughs,
dude.
the awkward laugh. He's like, what? No. I'm like, dude, that was your only chance.
And it's
that
so
right
brutal,
there
dude.
is the only hint, in my opinion, that you can say she might like him.
Might.
Because if she suspects it and she doesn't, I feel like she should be like, hey, what's going on? Because this isn't, you know, like, I feel like then you should set a boundary if you don't.
She does say he does the thing of, he does the weird laugh and the, I just think of us as friends or whatever, and she does say good.
But did it not seem like she had a slight hesitation in the good? It was almost like
it
was kind of like so like I do think it's ambiguous. I do think it leans more to she doesn't. A lot more.
Yeah.
But maybe secretly she is also in the same situation, but not as awkward, as she's not going to go for it.
Yeah. I think she's fine walking away.
Yeah, she's fine with it not being a thing.
Yeah.
But I think she could also maybe be fine with it also being a thing. So
yeah, it does leave it kind of open.
That's my opinion on it, but I don't think it's a crush.
Yeah.
I don't think she has a crush on him at all.
Dude, we sound like a couple of friggin' girls.
Listen, we've all been junior high and high schoolers.
Yeah, man. So he chokes. She goes inside. He pulls out the one wish willow, takes it out of the box. It does this fucked up jingle
Yeah.
when you take it out of the box, dude. I loved that. The music in this is great.
Yeah, it has great music. The
Yeah,
score,
very.
the cinematography. I love really every detail.
Yeah. So he takes out the one wish willow, takes it out of the box, and wishes
That Nikki loves him more than anything in the world. More than anything in the world. And this is one of my favorite parts of the movie, though. As he's doing this, you can see her in the background walking to the door of her house.
Yeah.
And right when he breaks it, she stops and is staring at him.
Yep.
So like that was such a great scene. I love the way that did that. Because I was in my head, I was like, I hope this doesn't wait until the morning to start. Like I hope it's like immediate. And it was.
Mhm.
And you can see it happening in the backdrop.
Yes. And I'm so glad you clued me in to watch the background.
Yeah, dude, there's so many details that you can miss in this film. And there might be some that you actually haven't, that you probably still missed that I read about.
Oh,
later.
yeah.
Like there's,
I'm certain.
There's a lot of good stuff in it. But yeah, man, she immediately like skips down to him and starts, pretty much hitting on him.
Yeah, hitting on him, like, come inside.
Yeah, come inside.
Have drinks.
And he still is blowing it.
He's such a pussy, dude.
Yeah, he's still blowing it.
He is the biggest, could fuck up a wet dream, literally.
Dude, yeah.
She's laying it on thick. He's not really, he's like, this is weird. This is fucking weird. We need to go home. You need to go home. You're wasted. She ends up telling him that her dad has cancer.
Yeah.
And is dying.
Yeah, she starts manipulating him.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And is like, I just don't want to be alone. They go back to his house. Weird shit starts almost immediately.
Yeah, they start making out, and then she has an absolute like panic attack, like in his face.
Yeah. Yeah. It freaks him out good.
Freaks him out. And I'm not going to spoil what that panic attack is yet.
No.
I'll wait till later, but there's something to that.
Yes. So from there, he knows this is weird. He knows that they wake up the next morning and she has made him breakfast and has also made an altar to his dead cat.
Yeah.
With the dead cat.
And he tells her.
Yeah.
He's
cool. Like, this is not okay.
Yeah.
I don't like this. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought you were going to love it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He goes to work. They go to work together. They get to work. Ian is immediately thrown off.
Yeah, he clocks it immediately.
Why are y'all showing up to work together? What happened last night? He's kind of explaining the situation. And Ian is like, oh.
He's explaining it in the break room, which is visible from the register.
Yes.
And she is at the register staring him down while he's talking to Ian.
Yeah, the entire time.
Does not blink.
Nope. And Ian is like, oh, well, that kind of behavior is wild. Sounds like she was on Molly. Yeah. He's like, yeah, Molly, something like that. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. They go to leave work and he's like, hey, I can't really give you a ride home. She's like, no biggie, I'm riding with Ian. Ian's like, yo, dude, I got it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to give her a ride home. And that's when I was kind of like, hold on. About Ian. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, and then we can touch on it later. I think that was her at that moment.
I think so, too.
But
Yeah.
Anyways,
So
they have a chat, right? But it's off camera.
Yes. They have a chat wherein Ian is told
That she was on Molly.
Yes, that she was on Molly, acting weird, all that stuff. She shows back up at his house and basically confesses her love for him. They go inside together, and stuff is pretty hunky-dory for about, a week, 2 weeks, something like that, we're led to believe.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think there's something to that. Like, it's probably easy to ignore the weirdness because of
he is so
enamored with her, and it's what they call the honeymoon phase of like dating.
Yeah.
So he's probably like, okay, this is weird, but I love it.
This is awesome. This is all I've ever wanted.
Right.
Yep. And he's kind of living it up for a couple weeks, man.
Was it until the dinner when it really like? So there's the dinner scene where he takes her to dinner, and I don't remember what he says to her. And you just watch
Ian. Ian calls him.
Yeah,
they're at dinner. Ian calls. Ian's like, "Hey, man, this is fucked up. Her dad's fine."
Yeah.
Sarah even told me, the other friend, Sarah told me they talked one time and she only likes you as a friend. She planned on friend zoning you.
Yes.
Dad is perfectly healthy, hasn't missed a day of work. Something's up. He goes back to the table and they have a weird, awkward conversation. And then he just brings up, does your dad really have cancer? And she just starts freaking out.
She stands up and she is like, no. Like, and it's just like slowly getting louder and louder, and everybody's watching. Yep. And dude, my personality, I'm done right there. Like, I would be so embarrassed. Like, you're not doing that to me.
You are not showing your ass in this restaurant.
Yeah. I immediately would have been like, sit your ass down.
Sit down. Sit down right now.
Because, dude, I'm like that. If me and my wife get into it, you're not going to do it in public.
No.
Save this until we get home.
Absolutely.
Dude, I do not like bringing attention to myself in public.
Oh, dude, if I'd have had that entire restaurant looking at me like that dude did.
Panic attack.
Panic attack, man. Panic attack. We're leaving.
Yeah.
Like it. Yeah. So she freaks out at dinner, and this is when he knows things are off. Bad. Because she even says, like, things are going so well, would it even matter does it even matter whether or not my dad has cancer? And he's just like, I guess not. Like,
also,
and
still pussy. Like,
yeah,
dude, you got to get to a point where you have to set boundaries for yourself as well, and he never does.
Not at one point. And then they're at work again. Wait, is that the same night she does the weird shit with the vase?
I was about to say they get back and they go to sleep, and he wakes up in the middle of the night. She's not by him. It's pitch black. And he's like asking for her, like, Nikki, where are you? And all of a sudden you hear a whisper in the corner of the bedroom.
Yep.
Go back to bed. Dude, she is in the corner and he's like, what are you doing? And she's just like, I'm watching you sleep.
I love to watch you sleep. You're so pretty when you sleep, blah, blah, blah. And but then she starts like moving all fucking weird across the floor and shit.
Yeah, dude. Creepy.
And then she's like, okay, well, just lay down with me. And they lay down and he tries to get up to do something and she just yells, stay!
Yes, dude.
In his fucking ear, dude. Dude. So they get up the next morning and this is when she's like, I made you lunch. No. Yes, he has to go to work. She's staying home.
Before the dinner or before the lunch. This is the same scene though, right? Where
Yeah.
she makes him lunch. She gives him lunch. As he's about to turn around and go out the door, it is completely duct taped.
Yes.
Like rolls and rolls of duct tape on this door. And it is such a great scene because instead of him going, what is this? Or questioning it or confronting her, it's almost like the Tim Robinson scene on the first episode where he tries to open the door after an interview and the guy's like, it's only forward. And he goes, no, I was here the other day. It goes the other, it's both ways. And he pulls it awkwardly until it, everything like breaks.
Rips off the fucking hinges.
Like all the mechanicals just break off. It's like the same thing. Like he's just pulling on the door until the duct tape starts releasing from the wall. And he just leaves.
And it goes on for a long time. Yeah, I love how long they linger on it.
Yeah, and that's what made me think of the Tim Robinson sketch as I was watching that. It was probably like 10 to 15 seconds of him just pulling on this door until it opens.
It's I love that I like that you brought up though, because it is like that scene is like him in a nutshell, is like the cowardice and the I'm just going to try to get away from my problem. Because his only thing is I'm getting out of this house.
Yeah.
I'm not confronting her. I'm not bringing this up. I'm not talking about this. I'm getting out of this house. And that is him as a person. He goes to work. Sarah is there. Him and Sarah are working. They're having a conversation, and Sarah's having trouble getting into art school. She wants to be a tattoo artist. She's got tattoos all over her face and body, and that'll come into play later. But
okay. So then I think you did notice.
Oh, I noticed.
Okay.
Oh, I noticed, brother. Yeah, all the way down to the hair.
Gotcha.
So Sarah's like, I can't get into art school, having trouble. They kind of have this heart to heart. He's telling her, everything's fine with Nikki, whatever. He starts eating his lunch, and she snatches the note out of it that Nikki left for him on his lunch, and it's a sticky note. Huh?
That one side says, "My little food critic," because he had mentioned to her, like, if she asks him if he could do anything he wanted, what would he want to do? He would love to be a food critic.
Yep. And this one side says, "For my little food critic," and the other side says, "What's the verdict? Cat ?
And his friend Sarah is like laughing. She's like, "What does this mean? Like, is this like an inside joke?" And his face is pale because he knows he just ate his dead cat.
Yeah, dude. And he throws up in the trash can and goes home, gets home. Okay, I forgot to say, when he leaves, the door shuts.
She says, "I'll be here waiting."
Yep.
And she doesn't move.
Nope. He opens the door, and she's in the exact same spot she's been in all day, has pissed all over the floor. I led to believe shit on the floor.
Yeah, and she did.
Had some kind of seizure, has been throwing up on herself. Like, it's disgusting when he gets home. She's like, "Oh no, I'm disgusting. I need to take a shower. I'll clean up the mess." He's like, "Hey, I got invited to Ian's house,
but it's boys' night only,
so I'm going to go over there." Immediately freaks out again. Ends up going to the party.
Yep.
So now they're all at a party at Ian's house. It's Ian, Sarah, Nikki, and Bear. They're all there with other friends. They sit down to play a game. I don't even know what game they were playing. Because it was set up like Jenga, but nobody was like taking stuff out of the middle. They were just like drawing off the top of blocks.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of weird. And it had like questions written on it. You know, it's a party game and you do the questions. And he's sitting beside, no. So they're at this party. He draws one of the blocks, or she draws a block, reads it, and then stands up and starts reading some of her writing, her recent writing that she's done. And it's this fucked up Hansel and Gretel story where Hansel wants to fuck, or no, Gretel wants to fuck, but Hansel doesn't want to fuck. So then Gretel slices off a piece of his forearm and rolls it up and starts using it like a dildo. And just tells this story in front of a room full of people and does the voices and does all the parts and like fully fucking freaks out everybody in this room, right?
Yeah.
The next block, Bear draws it. Kiss the person to your left. The person to his left is Sarah. This bitch stands up, dude, walks behind Sarah, grabs her chair, and slides her backwards out of that spot beside Bear, and then gets down on both knees for a kiss, and everyone in the room is like, what the fuck is going on? Stands up, starts talking all this wild shit about nobody in this room will ever feel the connection that me and Bear feel and the love that we have, and I would do anything for Bear and blah, 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 blah. And everybody's freaked out. This is one of my favorite parts of the movie. And she says, oh, I'm just kidding, guys. It's just a joke. Ha ha. You know, trying to lighten the mood, and they're not having it. And she goes, you know what? I wasn't joking. Deal with it. That's one of my favorite lines in the movie. You know what? I wasn't joking. Deal with it.
And then she proceeds to bash her own face in with the bottle.
The broken bottle of vodka.
Mm-hmm. And it's gnarly.
And he is like, you know, like he's paralyzed watching this happen. And I love that part too, because Ian's like, get up, you fucking asshole. And he just won't get out of his chair. He tries to take her to the hospital. That was another good scene too.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's no like actual words exchanged. It's just him outside of the car with this ER nurse, and she's explaining to him, I can't do shit if she doesn't want to come in the hospital. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he takes her back home. This is when they get back home. They go to bed. He gets a text message from Sarah. Yeah. And Sarah's like, I'm at the park. I have stuff to tell you. I need you to come here. He's like, I can't. She's like, well, you're going to, or I'm coming to you. He's like, well, fuck, we can't have that. So he gets up out of bed and is going to meet Sarah. This is when you get another glimpse of, okay, Nikki's asleep. Nikki's asleep in the bed. He's leaving. Nikki starts talking in her sleep. And she's like, just kill me.
Yeah, please kill me.
Please, just kill me. He's like, and that's where you see like another glimpse of this fucking just selfish dickhead.
Mm-hmm. Was there not a scene that we're missing where he gets because before we did skip where he calls the One Wish Willow.
We did skip that.
So
we need to talk about that.
So he calls and he wants to reverse it.
Is that Curry Barker on the phone?
That was Curry Barker on the phone.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, we don't do that. You know, did you not read the label? You know, and is this the same scene where you can hear her screaming in the background?
Because he says, He's like, so what can I do? And basically the guy on the phone's like, you can kill yourself.
Yeah.
The wish stops when you die, but that's basically all you can do. And then he's like, do you want to talk to Nikki? And then you hear Nikki screaming bloody fucking murder over the phone, dude.
Dude, and that's the moment you know this is not Nikki at all.
Nope.
This is an entity that has taken control of her body, and Nikki is somewhere trapped, being tortured, being like, it's bad.
It's bad news bears wherever she is, dude.
Yeah. And we had to touch on that first before we get to the next part.
Yeah.
And so he goes to see Sarah. They're sitting in the car, and she pretty much is like, hey, like, here's my letter. I want to, open it here in a minute, but, her acceptance, or if she gets accepted into art school. And she kind of confesses her feelings in a way, like, and
she does.
And you just know something bad's about to happen.
Oh, dude.
And you see her as they're about to kiss.
Yep.
Storming across the parking lot with a brick.
Yep.
And busts through the window, places the brick on the steering wheel, and bashes Sarah's face in.
Yep.
And
it's brutal.
Ungodly amount of times. Like, it is violent. It is brutal. And it is the most messed up scene in the whole movie.
Hands down.
At least the most violent.
Yeah, there's more messed up.
Yeah, you could talk about, like, the whole, like, just her situation is more messed up, but
yeah.
Oh, dude. I mean, caves her face in and keeps. And here's a funny thing is there's an interview where he talks about he had to cut some of the hits out because, like, he ended up getting an NC-17 rating.
Because of how many times she bashed her head against that brick?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he had to cut out some of it.
That's nuts that there's more head bashing.
So
she's immediately like, baby, I love you. You got to help me clean up this body. This is our problem now.
Yeah, this is our problem.
So they go and get a tuba case?
Yeah.
From the music store and put Sarah in a tuba case. And she's like, hey, I got it from here. Nikki's like, I got it from here if you just want to go home. He doesn't go straight home. He goes, I think, back to the park, right?
Yeah, and he reads the letter.
Mm-hmm.
And she was accepted into art school finally. So, like, very dark moment.
Super dark.
Yeah, dude. And that is when he goes to see N. He goes to see N.
Yeah.
He's got blood on him, all over him. And he goes to the store before,
because I loved this part too.
Yeah.
He goes back to the store to get more
One Wish
Willows, and he goes to the spot where they were, and he's freaking out because they're not there, and he's tearing shit up. And the guy behind the counter is just like, "Hey, you can't come in here with that energy, man."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm looking for the fucking One Wish Willows, blah blah." And the guy behind the counter is like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And he freaks out, and he's like, "The fucking One Wish Willows, they were right there. They were." He's like, "I don't know, man." And he says something else, and the guy goes, "I'm just fucking with you. They're over there."
and then the guy's like, "Why?" Like,
yeah,
he starts questioning, like, "Well, did your wish go bad?" Like.
And then he says, and then he's like, "Did your wish go bad?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then he's like, here, I need you to undo it. And he's like, oh, I already made my wish. And that's when it hits you like, oh, fuck. It's the one wish, Willow.
Yeah. There's no second. And he tries. Nope. And that's a cool moment in the film is like when he tries, it does a jingle that's not the same.
Yeah.
Like it's like almost like an error jingle.
Mm-hmm.
And so he realizes, okay, I'm going to go get Ian to unwish this for me. And Ian he goes to his apartment. Long story short, we did miss a part where we find out that Ian and Nikki have been.
Sarah also reveals that.
Yeah, Sarah revealed that none of this makes sense. They've been her and Ian have been hooking up for like months.
Yeah. Off and on.
Yeah.
And like,
so
Ian's been so afraid of what you would think if you found out and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And also that she thought that maybe Ian had broke it off and she's trying to make him jealous.
Yep.
So that's the way she has justified this all in her head is that she's just trying to get back at Ian and using him. So she's worried about him because she thinks he's being used, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he goes to Ian and Ian's he confronts Ian. He's like, hey, I need you to unwish this. And Ian's like, dude, what are you talking about? This is the most crazy story you've ever told me. And then he's like, you've been having sex with her. He's like, oh, that's what this is about. He's like, I don't even care. He's like, I don't. He's like, done, dude. I don't care.
He says, I love that too because he says he's like, that's what this is about. And Bear immediately just goes, I don't give a fuck about that.
It's like unwish this, dude. And,
man.
So like as a normal person would, he's being very sarcastic in the moment. He's like, oh, I wish that I had $1 billion or whatever, and he snaps it. And all of a sudden,
starts raining, dude.
Money, just raining down on him. And he freaks out, storms out because he knows that his one wish is done. And
all that's left is trying to trick Nikki into snapping it for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's convinced that she loves him so much that she'll do this for him.
Yeah.
Goes home, finds a fucking nightmare at home. I'm not even really sure what all was on the table when he got there. But then the camera pans and Nikki has set up Sarah's dead body in a chair, ass naked, with her fucking head beaten in. Then you see Nikki. And Nikki has put on Sarah's dress, has put tattoos on herself.
The same ones, the exact same tattoos.
The exact tattoos that Sarah has.
Same haircut.
Same haircut. I think it's her scalp.
It might be. I can't wait to rewatch this.
I think it's her scalp.
Because there's things you miss because there are so many small details in this film.
Yeah, I think she's actually wearing Sarah's scalp, but the fucking insanity ensues. He's going to lock himself in the bathroom. No. Nikki has a gun. Ian comes over, is like, oh my God, it is real. Blah, blah, blah. Nikki shoots Ian. Bam!
Right in the face.
Drops him. Crawls up on the couch with Bear. Bear's like, I need to use the restroom or something. And gets up and has the gun. And
that's the scene where she's like, why won't you love me? And like the most.
That's what it was.
Why don't you love me? And the most just screeching wail.
Yeah.
And that's because she tried so hard to be like Sarah.
Yeah.
And then that was like her final straw of like, why don't you love me? I'm like her.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like this person that you clearly do like.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes to the bathroom with the gun, can't do it. Then he finds grandma's pills that killed the cat. And he swallows a bunch of those. at the moment he's going to he changes his mind, he's going to try to throw him up.
Uh-huh.
At that moment, you hear snap from outside of the bathroom door, and Nikki has broken one of the One Wish Willows.
And she has wished for him
Yep.
to be obsessed with her.
Yep.
So you do have this moment where they're both
Happy.
And you know, oh, he did not get to throw up those pills.
Yep.
And he immediately starts ODing.
Yep.
And
in her lap.
And dies in her lap. And in that moment, like, she's sobbing over him, and suddenly the wish is done, and she snaps back. She is the actual Nikki again, and she starts screaming bloody murder as it pans onto the TV.
Yes.
And credits roll, and the whole time credits are rolling, she is screaming.
Yeah, dude. Looking around this house at what she has done and what has happened.
Yeah.
So let's break it down a little bit more. Some things I loved. I love the way Curry Barker plays with light.
Yes. The lighting in the film is fantastic.
And key.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like when he's looking at her, it's often in shadows.
Yep.
So it's like he loves the shape of Nikki. He loves this thing that is not Nikki, but holds like the same qualities as Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you only see her in shadow. There's no detail to her face. You can't really see much of her. I love that decision. I love not really explaining the One Wish Willow. Yeah,
it needs to be ambiguous. And Curry Barker talked about, like, I understand that technically the One Wish Willow is a plot hole in itself, because if anyone had access to it, he's like, there'd be flying dragons, like, but he's like, but I'm not going to, like, he was like, I'm not going to, like, that's not the point.
And that's the other thing about the One Wish Willow is, like, there is, like, question of whether or not they even exist when he looks them up online.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe there is that thing of, like, maybe it ended up at that store for him kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the idea that, I don't know, it's like this thing is just lost in dimensions and can come in and out, and it's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, and it's super ambiguous on what is it truly? Like, what is Nikki right now? What is in her body? What is controlling her? You never know. Right. But you do know, like, it makes you kind of think of like a demon, but but is it? It could be anything. It could be cosmic. It could be, dude, it could be alien. It could be cosmic. Like, there's so many routes that you could take with that.
Yeah, it could be a demon. It could be some kind of, who knows? I like the idea that it's cosmic for sure.
Yeah, to me, it could be.
Yeah.
And that's something that maybe gets played on in the future with this franchise.
I was going to say, though, as far as, like, whether or not, like, what the entity is, there is that part where she's sleeping and talking in her sleep, and she's like, kill me, whatever. And he's like, is it really that bad being with me? And she says, I haven't been with you.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, dude. Heavy. And that, you already kind of should assume it, but in that moment, she is not the antagonist of the film. She is the victim. Yes. She is the biggest victim of the film, and he is the antagonist. Like, he is the bad person in this film because he allowed all this to happen. This is the theme of taking a woman against their will.
Yeah.
And, she is not yours and never will be.
Nope.
And you took away her choice.
Yeah.
And it's not even her.
I know, dude. She's somewhere else.
She's somewhere else suffering. Like, you condemned her. The girl you love, you put her in a pretty much like a hell. And yeah, I mean, like, so yeah, dude.
That's heavy.
She is the biggest victim in this film. Like, there's no telling what happened to her, like,
Yeah.
the entire time.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say she might not even be screaming at the end of this film about him being dead and all her friends being dead. She might be screaming based on trauma of where she's been.
That's true, too.
Like,
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's crazy heavy.
Stupid heavy. And it's so well done on what is basically a shoestring budget for Hollywood.
Yeah. And hey, we can go back now to her freakouts.
Yeah.
Some of her freakouts are actually Nikki fighting back. Like, that is her trying to break the wish from within somewhere. Like, that is actually Nikki. Like, when she freaks out in his face, that was her.
Yep.
That was her coming to, taking control, and she's freaking out. Like, that is not the demon malfunctioning. That's, well, it is, but it's Nikki making the demon malfunction.
Yeah.
And you realize that kind of as the movie goes on.
Yep.
The scene where she bashes her face in, that's Nikki trying to kill herself.
Yep. Exactly, dude. And I think Nikki comes out in the writing, and I think that story she reads is her explaining
that she is being held against her will.
Yeah, that what you have done isn't right.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, like, I'm suffering, and it's only because of the wish that any of this has taken place. Like, I do not love you.
Right. And yeah, I mean, like, and that's kind of the point. Like, you took her choice away, and she hates you for it. Like,
yeah, dude.
Dude, just an insane film. Her acting
phenomenal.
Is, dude, like, if a horror film should ever finally have an actor in this century win an Oscar, like, dude, she should win an Oscar.
I think so. Dude.
And that could be premature with it being about to be June, but, like, I haven't seen a better performance this year yet.
Not yet.
Werewolf does come out this year.
Werewolf comes out, so we'll see. We'll see.
But, dude, that, I don't know. So
it's my favorite one I've seen since The Substance.
I liked it more than The Substance. I did love The Substance.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it more. I'm trying to think. It's probably my favorite since Bring Her Back.
Yeah. Yeah. You got me there. Yeah. I forgot I saw Bring Her Back.
Yeah. It's probably my favorite since Bring Her Back.
I forgot I saw Bring Her Back.
Same style, very heavy themes.
Very brutal.
Very brutal. Got some brutal imagery.
Yeah. Creepy movie. Uncomfortable movie. I will say, if I have one critique for the movie, I think, you know what? Actually, no notes. I was trying to come up with a critique for it, but I loved it.
I don't know. I don't know if I have one. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a perfect film, but there's not really anything, like, I didn't feel lacking anywhere. Um,
No.
I thought the acting was superb. I saw some people critique his acting, Bears, and I'm like, dude, nah, he was
No.
weird and awkward, and it was supposed to be like that.
Yeah, Bear was great.
Yeah, and if you see him in interviews, like he's not like that at all. I thought he did a good job. Like,
I thought it was awesome him
yeah,
playing
he's
the
actually
weird
in real
dude.
life, like he's pretty charismatic. So like, no, he played a awkward, shy guy pretty well. Now,
Kind of a
Cooper
little
Tomlinson,
weasel, dude.
Cooper Tomlinson definitely played himself as N,
Yeah, no
but
doubt.
I think that role was meant for him. Like that role was written for him. That's his best friend.
Yeah,
He's like, just be you, dude.
I think so. And I don't know, man. I think the fact that I will say, like, he did take a bite of that sandwich before he read the note. I think I would have known from the bite something was off.
I would think so.
You would hope so, right?
Yeah. I mean,
That's the only thing that got me was like, how do you not know from the bite? From the jump that what I have consumed is not ham, turkey.
and then like, dude, like, I'm ready to throw hands after that.
Oh, dude. Yeah. You're getting the fuck up out of my house, I'll tell you that much.
For sure.
But he's such a pussy in this movie, dude. And that's the whole point is
It is. It's the point. It's the point is that when you don't have a spine, it can lead you to do some pretty dangerous stuff.
And just allow
yourself to be tortured and abused and
allow for others to be tortured and abused in ways that you can't even conceive. Brutal movie. And I should say I am coming fresh off of it. Like I saw it 3 hours ago.
I saw it opening weekend and I feel the same way.
Okay. Good.
It sits with you. I mean, did you not text me? You're like, I need to talk about this movie.
Did. Immediately.
many
I need to.
Over the past few weeks, I've been like, someone please watch this.
Yeah.
I need to talk about it.
It's, oh man. But I like also that like the guy behind the counter at the store was like, I already made my wish. So it does imply that wishes can go good.
Yeah. Well, and it did for N. He wished for money. He got money.
Mm-hmm.
No stipulation. Because it was so straightforward. It wasn't all encompassing like his wish.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, give Indy Navarrete her flowers because
She put on a fucking clinic in that movie.
her frown, dude, that frown face.
Ooh. The frown face. And just to be able to go from 0 to 60 in fucking seconds. You want to give us some sandwiches?
Yeah, I mean, dude, 4.5 for me.
4.5.
Like I said, it's not perfect, but it is on a pedestal for me now when it comes to debut filmmaking. Indie horror. It was low budget and it didn't feel low budget. It felt like it was a big time film. It pretty much is going to catapult his and her careers.
Fact, dude. Like, that's the thing about that $700,000, $1 million budget, whatever it was. Like, there's a lot of people probably not taking a check as fat as they could have, knowing the next one is about to be like, dude,
yeah, I mean,
they're about to throw stupid money at Curry Barker to make these movies.
Yeah, and he does have a film coming out next year, which, let me pull it up. It's called...
While you pull it up, I'm just going to say I give it I want to give it a 5 out of 5 real bad, but I'm going to pad my score for recency bias.
Yeah.
4.5.
Yeah.
4.5.
That's fair. Obviously, that's what I picked. So, so Anything But Ghosts is his next film. It's a comedy horror. Two fake paranormal investigators face actual ghosts while dealing with the deception of their fraudulent business.
Nice.
And Barker's directing it. He and Cooper both wrote it. They are both starring as the two paranormal investigators. And who is attached to this film as an actress? Bryce Dallas Howard.
No way.
And Aaron Paul.
No fucking way.
Yeah, dude. So it comes out next year.
That's going to be sick. Be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, dude. And then after that will be his Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And like I said, like, I can't wait to see what he does with that. I can't wait to see.
Anybody that listens to this, go watch Milk and Cereal, and you'll get an idea of what Curry Barker's all about. But you should also check out That's a Bad Idea, because they're funny, and it's really cool to see how they went from comedy to horror. Like we've talked about already on this pod plenty of times, is funny people are great at writing horrific stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a fine line, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Between funny and horrific.
There are some people who consider this a dark comedy. I do not.
That's a stretch.
Yeah, I do not.
That's a stretch, dude.
I mean, like, you get like the comedic, charismatic chops from Cooper Tomlinson's character, but that's it.
Yeah, man.
Andy Richter's not even funny in this.
No, dude. None of this movie is like happy.
Yeah.
Except for that one final part, and that's meant to be the only part of this movie that's happy.
And it's literally like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
And it's a twisted picture because they're both happy in that moment while covered in blood and just, I mean,
I'm pretty sure
dude.
Sarah's hair and
oh dude, her tattoo.
Oh, it's fucking creepy, dude. So great film. Get out there and see it. If you like listening to the Slumber Party Massacre Luncheon, be sure to check out the other shows on our network. We are the Rebel Without a Clue podcast network. That's www.rebel.com. You can find all of our shows on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple. Get on Facebook. Follow the Midnight Mass with Reverend Rott, Brother Herman Innards for live show updates. Also get on there. Follow Suplex Cinema. It's a new show I'm trying out at happy hour at Pizza de Action. We're going to premiere that June 9th. So get out there, come hang out, watch some wrestling, pound some beers. Brad, where can they find you?
Oh, yeah, at Brad's Unreliable Reviews. I have not posted in about a week because I'm reading the new Dungeon Crawler, Carl, but,
nice.
I'll be back.
It's coming. All right. That's going to do it for us at the Slumber Party Massacre Luncheon. As always, until next week, be sure to look over your shoulder for the boss and check under the bed for the monster. The luncheon
Death has come to
is
your
over.
little town.